I'm gonna tell you, from time to time, he would send me an AP figure.
Yeah.
Which means
They didn't put a number on this, did they?
it's AP. That means it was an artist proof, which it's brand new, and it's sealed, and it's still the good. It would just been an
So it's the
artist
same with the Undertaker.
Don't open this one.
proof. So I'm not telling you, but there's a couple of these. I know that now that I see on the bottom, if they didn't put a number in the past, he would just say, "I sent you something special."
Yeah, no, because the Undertaker was the same. There was no number.
Yeah,
It's awesome.
They made a He-Man of this with a half sword in the back. So yes, it's just I could only. But yeah, so next round would be. And honestly, He-Man was not with him because I bought him in separate periods. So I was kind of going
Same
through.
company put it out.
Same company, same. It just came out
Same
like a
quality.
year. Yeah, same quality. Just came out like a year later.
Okay. Did they do any other Motu figures?
They did. Now I only had. They made some. It's about I forget what size, but like basically like that. I did have a He-Man and a Beast-Man. The rest of them got to where they just. They got gone quick, and so to
So
get
you
them.
have sold and moved on for some pieces before today?
Actually, no. I've never sold none of this stuff. Really,
Okay.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I mean,
First one to get a shot at it.
I you know, the whole eBay thing just don't really. I've never been either a person that buys on eBay or sells on eBay. I'm not that guy.
I would be fearful to sell something this fragile on eBay.
Yeah.
It's so heavy to ship, it
It
might not
is.
be worth it.
Yeah.
I think I know a guy who's going to be interested in this Melina statue
Really.
off the top of my head.
Yeah. Yeah, that's like I said. Once I tell you what's going to be the beauty is when you really see. You'll see when you unbox, when we've unboxed some of these items, the actual, like what they take pride in the artwork, but not only when you unbox this and you see like Velcro straps and how they've put stuff together, they even care about their shipping. It's not just taped and thrown in a box. I mean, they actually use these custom Velcro straps to keep the styrofoam and keep things intact. So, you know, and then like the Transformers, you know, for our era, what I like about these, I gravitated towards these are based off the cartoon. So they have artwork based off the cartoon. So that's what got me. So, you know.
It's nostalgic to us.
Now, the thing you got to understand about some of these statues is they make different versions, right? So they would make a standard version and they would make what they call exclusive versions. So basically they tell you they want you to buy early. So you buy early, you pay a little more, and you get the extra pieces. So like most of these are the exclusive versions, which makes, if you're collecting, you know, it's more rare. But like for instance on this particular piece, this has the light up sword. The regular version didn't have the light up sword. So that's the one everybody, you know, and a lot of these, the numbers are less. So if you see some low numbers, that was because they made, it was just usually an extra feature. They'd have a sword or a different part about them. You know, I understand some people come in and say, oh, well, this is I'm just saying, this is a $2,000 statue. Well, unfortunately, I can't ask that of you because you have to sell it. So what I felt like was I was giving you one hell of a deal for everything because I know that you could probably take two things out of here and pay for the whole lot. And so, and unfortunately, you know, we've dealt with stuff back in the day with buying things. I know that with you, there may be something down the road that I want, and you typically return the favor. So, to me, it's kind of the network of
We're going to get started on it.
Yes, sir.
With a lot of these high-end figures, you always just really got to be careful and make sure there's no, because like most of these are like either clay-based or resin-based, so they can break quite easily. Like, you know, especially little bits like this, like you end up holding around one false move, you could end up chipping and breaking things off, so you got to be very careful with these types of statues. This right here, I already noticed something, like a small little blemish. So that little spot right there, I'm not entirely sure if that was actual manufacturer, but it looks like just, you know, leftover glue.
Never opened them up. None of these have been opened up.
Yeah, I'm assuming that's a manufacturer.
That's my statue expert.
I wouldn't say expert. I just know what to look for. Everything looks good. Jesus, this is a hell of an effects piece.
Right?
Goes on the base like this. Yeah.
It is so much bigger than the actual statue, right?
It's about as tall, but yeah, this is quite a big scale figure for sure.
Look good?
Oh yeah, I think it looks fantastic. And Green Goblin is a very infamous villain in the Spider-Man universe of Marvel. Definitely a fan favorite for a lot of people. And this is definitely one of the coolest designs for Green Goblin I've seen. Yeah, just kind of put it together. Yeah, it just pegs in by magnet. Just kind of sits.
Yeah, that thing is so cool.
Yeah, it's great.
Lewis, what do we have? What is this?
The Undertaker. Limited edition. Don't even have the number on this one. That's a big boy.
I mean, Undertaker's still very popular. He's got his podcast now.
Yep.
He'll sell.
So what they did on the WWE, now everything's a rabbit hole, we know that. You get one and you start getting another one, you gotta get another one. So the WWE, they come out with the Hulk was the first one I bought, and then the Undertaker, and then I kind of dwindled off. They come out with, not Macho Man, the Ultimate Warrior. They come out with him, but after that I'd already kind of said, okay, I'm not going to do it anymore. But again, when your kids are young and they're into the WWE, he says, okay, well, I'm going to buy this. You think that you're going to get them into collecting something that you like. So
Now, was it the kids or you? Because how you wind up with 2 Undertakers?
well, you know, it's one of those things. This was a pay-per-view, so one was the regular version, and then this was the. They get you because you'll get an email that says, "Hey, we got this exclusive. We know that you bought the such and such. We're coming out with a Summer Slam exclusive." And you're like, "Well, I got to get that one. That's I don't have that." Smart.
Careful with this. Make sure the hair strands don't actually break.
Oh yeah, that hair.
The detail, though, that's what made me.
Yeah, they even got the grease in the hair and everything.
Well, that's what I told everybody. PCS, they took a statue and they would take one that was already made of something, of a character or whatever, and they would say, well, let's make the best version of it. And they would just, I sometimes wondered how they made a statue in low quantity and sold it with this much detail. Because, I mean, you think about what a toy manufacturer would have cost to make something like that. But
So with that amount of detail, do you see a lot of quality control issues or inconsistencies?
no, so let me tell you the bad part about PCS, right? You order a statue from them, and you don't get that statue sometimes for 3 years.
Yeah, so a lot of these majority of all these statues will be serialized. So there's only 1,500 of these made, and this one's number 705. It looks like. Look at that! It comes with your own gloves and everything to handle. That's so convenient. I love that. Yeah, make sure you don't eat these, kids. Ooh, I love the cell shading art painting on this. It's really cool. Yeah, it really mimics the original animation art style with the cell shading paint. It's really cool. Hey man! I'm Skeletor. I am number 78 of 300. Oh, this one has cloth? That's his cape, yeah.
Is that not his head garment?
Maybe. Well, I mean, cape, hood, it's the same thing.
Close enough, right?
Right, close enough. We got there. To be or not to be?
I've never just said that.
That is the question. That's really cool.
Tell you why.
So this one is damaged, unfortunately. His jaw is cracked. Yeah. Looks. Unfortunately, this one we may have to pass on due to that. And again, like I said, this takes me back to what I said earlier. Ceramic figures like this can easily break, especially with hinges like this that are very thin pieces. You got to be very careful when handling. I've seen a couple of these with GameStop. Yeah, these are pretty cool, actually. Got the whole. Ooh, do you have the whole gang? You got the whole gang. And it's the old school Oh, this is my favorite. Lord Megatron, I have arrived in 1/6 scale.
One thing that I did notice that was unbelievable is they only made 75 of these.
Oh wow, which one's this one?
It says Thundercracker, but what I told him, and I thought it was Thundercracker,
Oh.
because that's what the shipment,
No, this-
but it says Starscream,
Yeah.
and the other side says Thundercracker, so it makes me wonder if they
Huh? Yeah, it could be one or the other. I mean, they're part of the same squadron, right? I believe.
This is absolutely the biggest statue box I've ever had. Yes, I've never seen one this big.
Would you like to do the honors?
No, because I'll mess it up. Trust you.
Yeah, it's Thundercracker.
So it's Thundercracker. The base,
So, huh?
the base
Interesting.
is what everybody's
But-
told me
so-
was
So it looks like,
This is Starscream's head crown.
yeah, there's his inauguration cape.
So what happens what I do know that it may be what says the Thundercracker exclusive. So I'm thinking they gave you different heads. I
Yeah,
don't know
you
why.
get different pieces.
I don't know the
So
reason.
this is the Starscream coronation
Yep.
cape and coronation crown. So maybe this was what made it the Starscream.
So what
Yeah.
would happen is they would make, and what I'd probably look on Sideshow.
Oh, it's the Thundercracker exclusive.
Yeah,
Huh,
so
interesting.
what they would do would they would make a version and again give you extra heads or different pieces to
Yeah.
do whatever was. So I've never seen this base out though. This was the one thing I always wanted to look at.
That face, you can't take it serious. I've never seen Starscream smiling like that is a little creepy, actually.
Talk to me, Lewis. How do you think we're going to do with this collection if we buy it?
Obviously these are for a very specific group of collectors, people who like resin, ceramic statues like these, high definition, very high quality like detail and things like that. It's not an understatement. We will probably sit on these for a bit, but trust me, I am confident these will move.
Is it going to bring value to the store?
Oh, absolutely. If anything, these are nice, just quality pieces, just to start conversations. People see it, they go, "Whoa, this is cool,"
Love it.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, so many people already ask about the ones we have on display.
Well, these are not coming out of the box. We're not going to.
No, absolutely not. No, we don't want anyone losing fingers like Ken.
35.
I was closer to 4.
4.
That was kind of when I balanced everything out from, $100 here, $100 there. I actually had it valued at, and I'll be honest with you, I actually had it valued at like 44, and so I figured I knew my low ball number where I could kind of go down. So,
So not the collection. What you were hoping to get on it was 44 originally.
What I did was take the value, deduct, like basically put 40% that I would try to get back, which gave, and that's going back to retail. I didn't go by some of the eBay completed listings because again, some of these can be $1,500. Honest to God, some of the true value of all this was about $9,500 to $9,800 when I added everything up for what, if you did what it had resold for. So I was trying to be in the 4 range, but
truthfully, with the Skeletor hairline fracture,
yep.
the price you're offering is fantastic.
Yep.
My concern is it's going to take up a ton of room in the store.
Yep.
It's going to take up a ton of room for a very long time.
Yes.
Can I meet you maybe at $3,750?
38, we got a deal.
We got a deal.
Deal.
And that's, hold on, one more shake. Starscream's coming next time.
Starscream's coming next time. He-Man full-size bust.
There never will be a next time. He's not bringing Starscream.
No, I will. And all jokes, I'm gonna pull some stuff out. I've got a lot of toys too, like carded figures and things like that. Unfortunate thing, again, moving into a new house, you're very limited with space, so I'm trying to go through and get bundles. You don't even want to get into my Funko collection. That's a whole nother story.
Whole nother animal.
That's a whole nother animal, but I think right now in our Funko collection we have about 750 Funkos, a bunch of con exclusives, protos, you name it. I mean, we got it. So,
Wayne, thank you very much
Yes,
for this
sir.
stuff, man. I really appreciate it. Thank you for the great deal, and
Yep.
dude, good luck with the move.
good deal. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.